Hey, bro, I'm trying to stream it. Why you hit circle, bro?
Get ready to go on offense.
I know, because you hit back. Niggas. I know, because you hit back. Here we go. That's in the chat. Yeah, I'm ready.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy. Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game.
Never mind, I ain't even going to talk about it.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming for you. Kill. Under 10. 10. Sponge. No, real. Check.
Running right, Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down.
That's some bullshit. Good shit, man.
9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Let's go.
Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. Jones on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, man.
And lost it there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Come on, Levante. Tee up on his ass.
Motion. 58, boys, 58, Mike. There you go, 368.
Throwing again, Dalton. Flush to his right, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Now Jones, operating from the gun.
Good shit.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Hall. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Jones. Pierre Desir in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Jones. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Go 58 to Mike. I got it. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. These
that should have been an interception.
It's like we take it for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers.
Damn, what the
Trace
fuck
their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now
I didn't mean to down. I tried to down hit the
reason.
spin, but I guess I didn't. Something.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Ingram. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down.
Oh, yeah, I can't go for this.
Spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Huh, I can't hear you. What you say? Okay. I was about to say, man, 4th and inches. There you go. Playoff game.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
I was supposed to
Big roll of
possession
the
that
dice
bitch.
on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a
Lord.
moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something
Nigga
you've
stream
talked about
sniping and shit.
in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He sets to fire deep.
P.I. Give me that!
That'll
Oh.
wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the counter.
Come on. Man, God
He's
damn,
going to be
this nigga
stopped
fucking...
cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 31.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Pascal. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
I'm fucking mad right now. I can't run the fucking
One thing
ball.
I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So for Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw is Bridgewater. They'll run the screen with Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Is he? Who is it?
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one complete to Ingram. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
What is it?
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
You sound hungry.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On the draw, this is Ingram, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw.
Oh, my God.
And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points, so some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. This is Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Check 43.
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
57. Mike.
Bridgewater now from the 50. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals. The combined output in
lucky
half
animations?
number 1. Could be first touchdown
Oh,
wins. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Oh, what you mean? You said what? Lucky and I ain't got no animation this game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage?
Fucking slow ass one. Ingram, god damn.
They have dialed up. And he's
Fucking
taken
hate that
down
nigga,
right
man.
at the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You don't want to go to our church? Did you tell he was going on vacation? Yeah, Red, take a trip. Hey, nigga, did you take that back?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
All right.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check, check. Lucky.
Draw play. Ingram now. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
He ain't seen no bullets.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete.
He should have blocked you, though. I don't know why the fuck he did it.
And they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back.
He here ran a whole different defense.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
So what? So you about to go get your ducats.
They'll go again to Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside.
Wait, this nigga got jukebox.
Gain there of 21 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and
this nigga must have got
this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
You gotta run down.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Operating from the gun, Jones. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A little 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Levante David, the Bucs leading tackler, 6 of the last 7 years in there to make the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Mike, 58, right there. You got nothing in there.
Again, it's Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Click one way or the other, at
Officially,
least
it
they
will
get some
go
type
as
of
a
animation.
1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check, check.
Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down. Woo! I know you feel that.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Running for it, Smallwood. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Back, back, back. Check 99, check 99. Bang, bang, bang.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. Nothing doing there.
Hey, you talking about animation. This nigga got all the animation. And he been
No
locked the
gain
fuck
there, and
down
it's going to set
all
up
game.
2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Shit stretch.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3.
Yep.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Let's get off the field.
They'll run here with Mack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. throwing. Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Albert Wilson, his third touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try the right side with Jones. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 45 on second down, Jones, and it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. The Bucs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Kill. Check 50. Switch. Hey, watch edge. Switch.
A run with Smallwood.
Man.
First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Check 26.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Kill. Under 10.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
6.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Barber. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, It's Jones, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
Jones now throwing on 4th.
Oh my fucking God, that's some bullshit, man.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Yeah, I wasn't ready. You right.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Switch. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check three. What? Check safety. Set up. Zip it. You got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
They'll run it with Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Yo, another stretch coming here soon. We're ready for it.
Here we go. Fix the outlaw. Hey, they're scared. Shoot. Look, squeeze. Mike 51. That's it. Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey.
They go back to the ground. This time, Barber. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Alert three.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a 1st down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the 1st, stopped the clock, too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play call. Because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
Bridgewater.
Oh my, what the fuck?
Incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long
Bro, did that
one.
not hit him
Now
right in the
it's third
hands?
down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Bridgewater to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Bridgewater to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly.
Let's fucking go!
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Now Bridgewater.
Good game.
Goal line, but
I
it's
hit the wrong fucking button, being
There's
scared.
some time on the clock.
Being
but
fucking
I still
scared.
think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the one and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with
Being
now.
fucking
It's a
scared,
whole
I
different
hit the wrong
strategy.
goddamn
You got to
button.
decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Damn. That's what I did.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. On 3rd down, it's Jones, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Left go defense. And who we got? 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Here's Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. There's him.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they
damn, man, why did I go for 2? God damn, this shit on my conscience.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still...
Shit, but I knew I was just trying to go ahead and get it over with.
Even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bucs, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.
Still ended up with 116 yards, but they came few and far between. Nah, the crazy part about it, Ronald Jones, he scored the touchdowns, but who the other dude? 25 attempts, 76 yards. I'll take that. Nice spot here. I'm gonna holler at you, fool.